Information and Violence by Ishiori Kitajima. An interactive data visualization showing a timeline of major US news headlines, along with monthly gun sales and homicides counts from 2016 to 2021. Waves of Interest by Destry Maria Sibley, Philippe Riviere, Alberto Cairo, and Simon Rogers. An exploration of search patterns during the election years. Why did the Kursk sink? By Artem Koleganov. A story landing dedicated to the 20th anniversary of the Kursk submarine disaster, unveiling an unofficial version of the tragedy. 538's 2020 Election Forecast by Christopher Grosskopf and team. 538 has long been a leader in election modeling and forecasting. In 2020, this team undertook an exhaustive design process to craft an interactive that incorporated the best elements from previous versions, but also brought a fresh eye to the challenges of working with statistically nuanced data. The First 100 Days of Protests Rocking Hong Kong by Darren Long and Dennis Wong. The pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong during 2019 represent a milestone in the city's history. This visual piece demonstrates how the protests evolved from peaceful to violent events in the span of 3 or 4 months. Game of Words by Rupesh Vyas. This project is a visual essay that analyzes and presents narrative patterns in Russian state media during the war in Ukraine to suggest the usage of information manipulation techniques. Culture in the Crosshairs by Mark Doman, Thomas Brettel, and Alex Palmer. This project follows the efforts of volunteers and human rights workers to document the destruction of treasured Ukrainian buildings. Me Too Anti-Network by Kim Albrecht, Catherine Dignazino, Cole Martin, and Matthew Battles. The arbitrary and heavily mediated frame of the 280-character tweet amplifies some voices at the expense of others in the context of the Me Too movement. This visualization represents an opportunity to engage with each request from individual people at individual moments within a collective movement that is not over. Rough Justice by Inga Ting, Nathaniel Scott, Alex Palmer, Jack Fisher, Brendan Esposito, and Paul Harris. The first of a 3-part series that comprises a detailed national investigation into police mishandling of sexual assaults reported in Australia.